Hey, what's going on, everybody? DBougie86 here again, and welcome back to Top 10 Tuesdays. I'm doing this video a little different this week just because if you follow my channel at all, you know I have like a foot injury, so I can't really stand when do videos as much as I want to. At certain moments, at a long period of time, it kind of starts hurting. So I hope you guys understand. It's probably only for this week. Next week I'll probably be able to do videos the old way that I usually do them before. But I still wanted to get a video out for the Top 10 Tuesdays this week, since I missed last week due to circumstances. But it's all good in the hood because we all have problems in life. Now, this week we were supposed to do our top 10 Western horror films. I unfortunately don't own a lot of Western horrors. There's a few that I want to grab first and watch. Some of them I haven't seen yet, like Ghost Town, so I can make a bona fide top 10 Western horror list, just because I'm a little wary on that subgenre of horror. So I decided to do my top 10 Severin / Intervision titles in my collection. Now, if you don't know about Severin, I think they're a very awesome company and very underlooked in my opinion. They've released so many cool titles and different films that I suggest that they can compete with like some of the best, like Synapse or Scream Factory or even Arrow. They just release so much cool stuff. And if you don't know, Intervision and Severin are actually the same label. That's why I'm including both. Intervision, which is their other label, usually goes through like when they first started shot on video films, and then they moved on and did some other stuff through that label. Like they released a few Bruno Mattei films. They released Christina. That's one of their newest Intervision titles that they released on Blu-ray, which is actually a very interesting and sleazy film, I might add. Really fun stuff though. But yeah, other than that, let's just get into this list. At number 10 we have Sledgehammer. Yes, shot on video goodness right here. If you haven't seen this film, directed by David A. Pryor, who went on to direct Deadly Prey and Killer Workout. This is, I think, his first film actually, and this is actually one of the first shot on video films out there on the market. One of the first. But yeah, really fun film. Really weird stuff happens in this one, kind of like a supernatural slasher, but it has like this weird like build up where it has like slow motion happening in the film, which is kind of odd and funny and weird. Some people might not like. I know a lot of people don't like shot on video and shit, but this is I really have a blast with one, and this one has some fucking cool kills in it too, I might add. So yeah, Sledgehammer, number 10. Number 9 we have Jess Franco's Bloody Moon. Fucking interesting, fun film from Jess Franco. His take on the slasher genre, pretty much, with some cool kills in it, including that famous kill right there with the buzzsaw. Really fucking awesome kill right there. Really cool stuff. Really, probably one of my favorite Jess Franco films. He actually did a good job directing this one. Really cool stuff right here. Bloody Moon at number 9. Number 8, we have a sleaze fest, and that is Sister of Ursula. Very sleazy giallo, put out by Severin. If you haven't seen this, this has actually made my top 10 giallo list also. And this film is just fucking sleazy as all hell, to the point where the killer's weapon is a phallic symbol. So I'll just leave it there. If you haven't checked it out yet, def recommend Sister of Ursula. So number 8. Number 9 we have Turkey Shoot. Now technically this isn't really a horror film, but it's just a fucking blast to watch, and the transfer on this is outstanding. Of course, this film is directed by Brian Trenton Smith, who directed also Dead End Drive-In and BMX Bandits, which might get an honorable mention, by the way. And yeah, it's just a fucking blast about like this hunting sport and hunting people, humans game. Really cool cast in this too, like Olivia Hussey and Steve Railsback. Fucking awesome film, Turkey Shoot. Really great release by Severin. There, that's at number 7, I believe. Yep, 7. 10, 9, 8. Yep, 7. Number 6, we have The Baby. Really bizarre film from the fucking 70s, I have to say. This one has a fucking ending that you have to see to fucking believe. Really fun film, The Baby. I don't want to really spoil this one, but it's just a bizarre trip. If you haven't seen it yet, def check it out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are at the number 5 spot, and that is Olaf Edenbach's The Burning Moon from Intervision. German splatter at its best, in my opinion. Really fun film. If you haven't seen The Burning Moon, it's pretty much like an anthology film with 2 stories with a wraparound story around it, where actually the director of the film actually plays in the wraparound story, and he tells his little sister these 2 tales that are fucking bizarre and fucking ultra gory, I might add. Really fucking cool stuff. I really love the atmosphere of this film for a Sean video German splatter film. Fucking awesome shit right here. The Burning Moon at number 5. Number 4, we have Nightmares. Now, I know some people don't really care for this film, but I actually really did enjoy this one. It's an Australian take on a slasher film, and it kind of has a giallo feel to it too. Now, I gotta say one thing about this film: it has some sleazy points in it, and it's because if you don't know who the director is John Lamman, who also directed like the ABCs of Sex, and I think he also directed Felicity too, which is like some Australian sleaze stuff. So it has its sleazy aspects to it, and it has some cool like POV like killer shots too. I really did like this film. So like I said, not for everyone, but I highly enjoyed it. If you haven't checked it out, it's definitely worth phoning in for fans of slasher films. That's a number 4. Number 3, we have Richard Stanley's Hardware. Really fucking love this film. Co-starring Dylan McDermott of all people. Richard Stanley, such an underrated director. I wish he made more films. I know Severin actually also released a documentary about his experience on the island of Dr. Monroe set, and I could see why that would dishonor some people, because that was one of his dream projects. But Dust Devil and this, fucking outstanding fucking films. I think I heard Severin is trying to put like the uncut version of Dust Devil out on Blu-ray. I sure hope they do it, because fucking outstanding. This has a lot of cool like special features. Also stars Lemmy. Lemmy actually makes an appearance in this film, R.I.P., and a cameo by the voice of Iggy Pop. Really cool stuff. If you haven't seen Hardware, I know this is out of print, but you can still like find it in some places. I know the DVD might be more accessible, but I actually got this Blu-ray for a really good price on Diabolic. They had it for like $6 one time. Fucking outstanding release by Severin right there. At number 2, I couldn't pick one, so I'm doing pretty much a tiebreaker, and that is the Video Nasties 1 and 2. Fucking outstanding documentaries. I'm so glad Severin put these out, and they're fucking outstanding. 3 discs of just history lessons. The first one, of course, talking about the section 1 and 2 lists with of the Video Nasties, and the volume 2 documentary is all about the section 3 list, which is even cooler in my opinion. It's so much fun. And on the third and second disc, on the 2 discs that come with these documentaries, it has bonus trailers where you go watch, and it's like hours of enjoyment out of these 2 documentaries, guys. If you haven't picked these up yet, I def recommend the Video Nasties documentaries from Severin. Awesome releases right there. And at number 1, this is actually a very prized possession in my collection, because it's actually one of the first box sets I ever picked up, and I kept it in pretty great condition too. I found this at Newberry Comics. I was so stoked because this is actually out of print. All these films are out of print on it, and that is the Lucio Fulci collection box set from Severin, of course, with The Psychic, The Eroticist, and Perversion Story. Now, The Erotic Sis is not really a horror film, and actually, two of these films could not be considered horror films. Perversion Story is kind of like a thriller in a way, and the Psychic's like, it's Psychic's main reason I picked up this box set. But I really highly enjoyed Perversion Story, and The Erotic Sis was a cheesy, fun time. It's a comedy directed by Fulci. Very interesting shit right there. But I just love how I actually have a few Severin box sets, and they all look nice. Really love this company and love this release. I'm so glad I have this. Alright guys, I hope it's my top 10 Severins. I'll give a few honorable mentions of ones that I might have missed that you guys might enjoy. Also, like the Manson Family, which I just picked up. That's a really good release by Severin. Another one that I highly enjoyed, it's not really a horror film, it's like an action film from the 70s, is The Wild Geese with Richard Burton and Roger Moore. That's a very awesome release by Severin. It's loaded with features. They really did a great job with the transfer and that release in general. And another one, of course, is BMX Bandits, which is an early film from Nicole Kidman, directed by Brett Trechon Smith, which is very, very fucking outstanding. It's like their version of the Goonies, pretty much. Fun shit right there. I def recommend you check out that release. And a few of the other ones that are DVDs are like In the Folds of the Flesh, Last House on the Beach, which almost made this list. It was actually at number 11. I really did enjoy that film. And this is a bunch to name off. A few other Intervisions, of course, like the Bruno Mattei's, like the 2 zombie ones they released. I still have to pick up the cannibal ones. Yeah, any of the cannibal box sets releases, I know they released them on Blu-ray. I still have to pick up the Sinful Dwarf one. But yeah, they're just releasing a lot of cool stuff, Severin. That's Exploitation, that's another one that just came off the top of my head. The Frank Henenlotter documentary, outstanding stuff. So yeah, that's all I got. So check out those releases. If you see them in the wild, especially some of those out-of-print ones, def pick them up. And the other ones I gave honorable mentions to, def check those ones out too. So I know I did 3 videos today, guys. Imagine. Did some crazy stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And as always, I'll see you next video. Peace out.